Chicago Sky, y'all stink, bro. Y'all, look, there's trash and then there's trash. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, the Chicago Sky got destroyed by the stud buds. Everybody watches the stud buds. Shout out to Courtney Williams and Tisha Heiderman, man. Listen, stud buds stood on business today. Napheesa Collier stood on business today. They destroyed the Chicago Sky.
Angel Reese just had her worst game of the season, and somehow the Chicago Sky looked more competitive than they have in weeks. 9 turnovers. 9. That's not a typo. While Reese was busy padding her double-double stats with 11 points and 11 rebounds, and almost securing a triple-double via 10 turnovers, the Sky single-handedly gifted the Minnesota Lynx 23 turnovers as a team. But here's what nobody's talking about. The Sky actually played better basketball when Reese was on the bench. The math is starting to add up, and it's not looking good for Chicago's supposed franchise player. Do you think Chicago should just trade Reese altogether? Let us know down in the comments below.
Rachel Banham averaging 16 points per game against the Lynx this season. Reese fighting for...
Tisha Heiderman continues her play that she has been so good. This
Rebecca Allen gets it in to Reese. Oh, she walked. Angel Reese. That Reese Collier matchup has been a good one so far tonight. The double team comes and Reese passes it into the backcourt. Heiderman catches up to it and right into the hand.
The 91-68 final score tells only part of the story. The real damage was in how methodically Minnesota picked apart Chicago's entire game plan. From the opening tip, the Lynx controlled every single possession like they were running a basketball clinic. They didn't just win this game. They dismantled the Sky piece by piece, quarter by quarter, until Chicago looked like they were playing a completely different sport.
It was a nightmare performance. 9 turnovers to 3 assists. And like some of these were like calamitous turnovers. Like, I don't know what she's trying to, obviously, I don't know where she's trying to release the ball from there. Like, she shoots shot from her hip right then. I don't know what she's trying to do here. I really don't know what she's trying to do. She takes, I don't even know. I don't even know what she's trying to do on this turnover.
You know what separates good teams from great teams? Great teams don't let up when they smell blood in the water. The Lynx kept their foot on the gas for all 40 minutes, almost like they had a personal vendetta against the Sky. While most teams might coast with a comfortable lead, Minnesota kept attacking, kept pressing, kept making Chicago look helpless on their own offensive possessions.
Napheesa Collier stirred the pot. She was cooking her. 8 of 16 from the field, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 50% from the floor. Kayla McBride, 8 of 14, 3 of 7 from 3. I mean, everybody's a plus. Plus 29, plus 21, plus 23, plus 27, plus 21. Everybody's a 20 plus for the Minnesota Lynx.
The Sky's pathetic 39.3% shooting from the field tells you everything you need to know about how Minnesota's defense suffocated them. Every single Chicago possession looked like a struggle. Players were forcing shots, overthinking simple passes, and generally playing scared basketball. When you're shooting under 40% as a professional basketball team, something is seriously wrong with your offensive system.
The Sky really suck. Like, the Sky are now 2 games behind the LA Sparks.
Let's be real about what this performance means for both teams. The Lynx improved to 21 wins and 4 losses overall. This wasn't just a good game for Minnesota. It was another dominating performance in what's shaping up to be a historically great season. They're not just winning games, they're destroying teams at Target Center. Meanwhile, Chicago's fall to 7 wins and 16 losses puts them 4 games back from even the 8th seed in the playoff race. 4 games. That's not a small gap to make up with limited games remaining. The Sky aren't just struggling, they're completely out of playoff contention unless something dramatic changes immediately.
Angel Reese, part 51, let's get it! Bang! Angel's Island, like Epstein's Island, apparently no one's there. How about it? Bang! Another day, another dollar to make me holler for some more me-bombs! Come on, give me that! Bang!
This is where it gets interesting. The Sky didn't just look outplayed against Minnesota. They looked completely outclassed, like they belonged in a different league entirely. Professional basketball teams shouldn't look this lost against quality opposition, yet Chicago managed to make the Lynx look even better than their already impressive record suggests. Minnesota forced 23 turnovers, the most they've forced all season. Think about that for a second. The Sky made the Lynx defense look historically good. That's not just poor execution. That's fundamental problems with ball security, decision-making, and basic basketball IQ across the entire roster.
Especially with this girl turning the ball over 8 and 9 times a game. Last game before the game before she sat out before All-Star break, she had like 7 turnovers, and y'all act like it didn't matter. It's so funny. It's so funny. Y'all are turnover police and turnover merchants when it comes to everybody else. Well, technically not everybody else, just Caitlin Clark, who averages like 9-10 assists a game. Y'all are turnover merchants when it comes to her, but y'all act like y'all don't see this girl turning the ball over 9 and 10 times a game, and she cannot handle the ball. She's not a point forward. Y'all gotta cut it out. Just cut it out, man.
This wasn't just a loss for Chicago. This was a complete exposure of their fundamental flaws as a team that relies too heavily on individual performances instead of cohesive team basketball. Speaking of individual performances, one player's stat line perfectly captured everything wrong with the Sky's approach.
Angel Reese did, however, continue her double-double streak, 11 points, 11 rebounds. So she continues her double-doubles, McDoubles, you know what I'm saying?
Angel Reese managed to record a double-double with 11 points and 11 rebounds, yet somehow looked like the worst player on the court for extended stretches. You know what makes that stat line even more ridiculous? Those 9 career-high turnovers that completely overshadowed any positive contributions she made to the game. 9 turnovers from your supposed franchise player in a single game. That's not just bad basketball, that's actively sabotaging your team's chances to compete.
Angel Reese had 9 turnovers. Yo, listen, y'all gotta stop with this point forward foolishness, man. Let's take a look, man. Hold on, man. Y'all be wildin'. Y'all be wildin', son. Bruh, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop, yo. Y'all gotta stop.
Here's what makes this performance so telling. Reese has built her entire reputation on double-doubles, but this game showed how empty those stats can be when they come with such costly mistakes. She was throwing the ball all over the place according to observers, turning routine passes into gift-wrapped possessions for Minnesota. Every time Chicago tried to build offensive momentum, Reese would commit another turnover and kill their rhythm completely.
All right, y'all have to accept the fact this girl is not Alyssa Thomas. Can y'all just stop playing games now? Can y'all just stop playing games now? This girl is not Alyssa Thomas. Y'all, fool on, y'all been turnover police. She had another 9 turnovers today. 9 turnovers to 3 assists. A minus 19. 9 turnovers to 3 assists. And y'all keep trying to act like this girl's a point forward. Y'all got to stop playing games, man. Stop playing games, bro.
Let's break down what actually happened during those 9 turnovers. Reese attempted no-look passes that went straight to Lynx players. She traveled multiple times when trying to establish position in the post. She made errant passes that sailed out of bounds or directly into Minnesota's hands. When she tried to initiate the offense from the half-court marker, she repeatedly lost control of the ball under minimal pressure. These weren't fluky mistakes. They were fundamental breakdowns in basic basketball skills.
Come on, man. Traveling, just traveling, just doing all types of stuff. Like, what? Yo, the Sky is bad.
This disaster exposed her limitations as a point forward, a role that requires exactly the skills she clearly lacks. Point forwards need exceptional ball handling, court vision, and decision-making abilities. Reese demonstrated none of these qualities against Minnesota. Her 3 assists compared to 9 turnovers created a ratio that would embarrass high school players, let alone professional athletes. The irony becomes even more obvious when you consider her double-double streak achievements. She's tied with Elena Del Don at 42 career double-doubles, having played significantly fewer games. These individual accolades have been masking fundamental weaknesses in her overall game. Critics have started questioning whether her individual stats actually help her team win games. and this performance provided plenty of ammunition for those arguments.
Bro, y'all have to stop playing games. She's not a point forward, bro. Stop playing games. Look at where are you? First of all, you're making a post entry from the logo, from the half court marker. Where are you going with the ball? Where are you going with the ball? Why would you try to make a post entry from right there, man?
Adding another layer of poor decision-making, Reese picked up her 7th technical foul of the season during this game. She now leads the entire league in technical fouls and sits just one away from an automatic suspension. The technical came from a minor verbal exchange with an opponent, showing her inability to maintain composure even when her team desperately needed leadership.
Can somebody explain to me why Angel Reese keeps driving at Klinikova? Like, Klinikova has literally blocked Angel Reese 6 times this season. By herself. Like, she got free throws on this. I don't know how. And then she immediately tries to start a fight with somebody and gets teed up and is like one off a suspension. She gets swatted, hits the deck. Like, there's absolutely no foul in that. She gets a good whistle, jumps up, and then goes at somebody on the other team. Who's she go at? She goes at Diamond Miller, her former Maryland teammate. And like, Angel's one tech off a suspension as well.
This performance perfectly captured the difference between stuffing the stat sheet and actually contributing to winning basketball. While Reese was busy hunting rebounds and committing turnovers, the Lynx approached the game as a cohesive unit focused on team success rather than individual achievements. While Angel Reese was busy committing turnovers, Napheesa Collier and Kayla McBride were quietly putting on a clinic in how to play winning basketball. Both players scored exactly 19 points each, but they did so within the flow of the offense rather than forcing shots or hunting stats. Their scoring came from smart cuts to the basket, open three-pointers created by ball movement, and efficient post-ups that didn't disrupt team rhythm. You know what makes their performances even more impressive? Neither player needed to dominate the ball for extended possessions to get their shots.
Now, am I surprised that they blew them out? No, Minnesota Lynx is probably the second best team in the league after the New York Liberty, in my opinion. And the Chicago Sky are the gum on the bottom of the shoe of the league. So we knew this would happen, but we are not seeing the continued growth from the Chicago Sky players. I mean, Camila Cardosa, 4 of 12. She had 10 and 10, but you expecting her to play, 4 of 12, you expecting more than that. Angel Reese was 4 of 8, 11 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 9 turnovers. She was a minus 19.
The contrast becomes even more stark when you realize that Courtney Williams added 10 points and 7 assists, showing how the Lynx had multiple players contributing in different ways. Williams facilitated for teammates while also scoring when opportunities presented themselves. Her 7 assists created scoring chances for others while keeping the offense moving smoothly. This is what balanced basketball looks like. Multiple threats that complement each other instead of competing for touches. Minnesota's balanced attack made Chicago's defense impossible to game plan against. The Sky couldn't focus on stopping just one player because the Lynx had scoring threats at every position. When they tried to key in on Collier in the post, McBride would hit threes from the perimeter. When they closed out on shooters, Williams would find cutters with precise passes. This is why team basketball destroys individual talent every single time.
Chicago Sky stink. Angel Reese turning the ball over. She threw me a pass. I had 2 steals versus Angel Reese today. I had 2 of them things. You know what I'm saying? She threw me 2 of them. So it's like, anybody can get, you know what I'm saying? You can get you some turnovers on Angel Reese, bro. Especially she out there handling the ball at half court, doing no-look handoffs to Casper, the friendly ghost, AKA the other team, missing layups. I mean, it's a joke. What they're doing over there is a joke.
The Lynx's 8 blocks and suffocating defense created easy scoring opportunities all night long. Their defensive intensity generated fast break chances and second chance points that padded their already comfortable lead. Good defense always translates to offense when you're committed to playing as a unit rather than 5 individuals. Chicago struggled without Ariel Atkins, their most reliable scorer, exposing their lack of depth and over-reliance on individual talents. Kia Nurse scored 16 points in Atkins' place, but her performance wasn't nearly enough to overcome the team's systemic problems. Individual scoring can't overcome fundamental issues with ball movement and team chemistry.
No Ariel Atkins for the Chicago Sky, and we know she's really their only perimeter shot creator. Rachel Banham kind of stinks. Kia Nurse, she was 5 of 10, but she's not really good. And Angel Reese is not good enough to carry a team. It's as simple as that. If Angel Reese is the best player on your team, you're gonna suck. But she is a good player. She just should be like the 3rd or 4th best player on your team, and then you would have a good team. If she's the 3rd best player on your team, legitimately, you'll have a good team. If she's the 4th best player, you probably have a great team.
This is where it gets interesting. Chicago's offense looked disjointed and selfish compared to Minnesota's ball movement and player movement. The Sky players seemed more focused on getting their own shots than creating opportunities for teammates. Reese's 9 turnovers perfectly captured this selfish approach. She repeatedly tried to force passes and plays that weren't there, instead of making the simple, smart basketball play. This game perfectly illustrated why team basketball beats individual talent every single time, especially when that individual talent comes with major flaws. Maybe, just maybe, Chicago's problems run deeper than just missing one starter.
Coach drew up a nice give and go. Then it turned into a fake and it went, oh no. Burn. Blocking her shot is like taking candy from a baby. It's too easy. Burn. 75 turnovers to lead the league. Job's not finished. We want more. Burn. Split the gap right now, 5. Bang. Oh, we not done. Have man that ball. Throw it up there. Can I get a pray up? Amen. Burn. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Grab that rebound, pass it around. There we go. Oh, no. This is why we don't pass the ball. Burn. Make it a single scoop, actually. Make it a double. A butter pecan. Burn.
Here's the stat that Chicago fans don't want to hear. The Sky actually looked more competitive when Angel Reese was sitting on the bench. During stretches without Reese dominating possessions, Chicago's offense moved more smoothly. Players made quicker decisions with the ball. They found open teammates instead of forcing difficult shots. The ball movement improved dramatically when one player wasn't trying to control every possession. This raises an uncomfortable question that nobody in Chicago wants to ask. Is their supposed franchise player actually making the team worse? Reese's ball-stopping tendencies and turnover-prone play style disrupts offensive rhythm for her teammates. She holds the ball too long looking for her own shot or trying to create assists that aren't there. Meanwhile, her teammates stand around waiting instead of cutting and moving without the ball.
I have yet to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader. Outside of rebounding her own missed layups, what does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution? You tell me, because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night, and for 27 minutes, she completely disappeared.
Her defensive limitations get exposed against elite teams like Minnesota, making her a liability on both ends of the court. Fast guards blow by her on the perimeter. Strong forwards push her around in the post. She commits fouls trying to recover from poor positioning. Against quality opponents, these defensive breakdowns create easy scoring opportunities that kill any momentum Chicago might build. You know what makes this even more obvious? Compare this to how players like Caitlin Clark elevate their teammates through smart playmaking and unselfish basketball. Clark sees the court 2 passes ahead. She makes her teammates better by finding them in their sweet spots. Her turnovers come from aggressive passes trying to create advantages, not from basic ball handling mistakes or poor decisions.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus?
Chicago's 7-win, 16-loss record suggests that individual achievements don't translate to team success when the individual approach is fundamentally flawed. Reese can grab all the rebounds she wants and pad her double-double stats, but those numbers mean nothing if they don't contribute to winning games. Her -19 rating against Minnesota tells the real story about her impact on team performance. the Sky might need to completely rethink their offensive philosophy and Reese's role within it. Building around a player who creates more problems than solutions isn't sustainable in professional basketball. Other teams have figured out how to exploit her weaknesses, and Chicago hasn't adjusted their system to compensate. Sometimes the hardest truth to accept is that your star player might be the biggest obstacle to actually winning games. The data suggests Chicago performs more competitively when Reese isn't controlling possessions and disrupting team flow. This blowout loss might have revealed more about Chicago's future than any win could have. This game exposed Chicago as a team built around the wrong foundation: individual stats over team success. While Angel Reese chased her double-double numbers, the Lynx demonstrated what winning basketball actually looks like through balanced scoring and unselfish play. Minnesota's systematic dismantling of the Sky should serve as a wake-up call about the difference between padding stats and contributing to victories. The question now becomes whether Chicago will continue down this path of prioritizing individual achievements, or finally address the elephant in the room about their star players' impact on winning games. Do you think Chicago should just trade Reese altogether? Let us know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.